I'm dead. Squad. I'm dead. Squad. I'm dead. Squad. I'm dead. Squad.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Raiders have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Patriots going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the play clock's running down. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Hard throw, incomplete.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Brady now on 1st down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Brady to throw on 2nd down. He gets it to Cooks. Brandon Cooks. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So out come the Raiders. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
2nd down following the run.
Let's go! Ohio!
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Flex round! Here we go!
Watson just beating the play clock. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Watson now on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 2nd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
There's a carry now for Mike Gillisley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. Oh, and now he bowls him over, and he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. They find some open field here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the 1st. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Watson going to give this one to Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
In the red zone this time. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. This is Gillisley. Wiggles free. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They stay on the ground. This is Gillisley again. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. They'll run with Gillisley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed them. So now it brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Now Gillisley. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Gillisley. Shreds the tackle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Here's Watson now on second down. Runs through the contact. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On second down, here's Watson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's complete to Cooks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And shedding through the tackle. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Throwing again. Brady. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mike Gillislee with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Let's go. What? None. Let's go. Let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Ohio. Come on, let's go. Ryan 38.
From the gun, here's Watson. And an alley to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Defense showing blitz. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
To throw is Watson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to the air, Watson on second down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And his throw is incomplete.
And the defense almost got one there, partner.
That could have been his first pick. He's been good so far, but you're right, that was nearly a costly mistake.
Sometimes you get a little bit too confident when the game's going along as it has been for him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. As they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So it'll be first down here after the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In motion left goes Cooks. Here's Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back now in the East Bay. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Fresh set of downs here. handoff as they run the counter play. And some room to maneuver. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Check 26, check 26. Kill. Check 31, check 31. Hey, 66. Wait, 20. 3 down, these 2. Switch. Wait, 20.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
20.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out.
Let's go. Ohio.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd down, Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is knocked down from the side at the 38-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! Ohio!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go! What? 90!
On 1st down, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Looks to be right around the 40. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Let's go! What? 90! Let's go! Ohio!
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And now running right through it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go. Ohio.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
He's going to launch this thing. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
One last throw here for Watson. And they will not get the 2 points here, but it wouldn't have mattered anyways. And that will be the final snap of the ball game.